Thinking about upgrading to a 1440p monitor, I got a budget one off Amazon and today I'm trying 1440p for the first time to see if it's worth it. Hit the like button and let's start. This video is sponsored by Silkland and their 80 Gbps DisplayPort cable. It is version 2.1, which is the latest standard that delivers more bandwidth, higher resolutions, and faster refresh rates. 4K at 240Hz gaming, yeah, that's actually happening now. The cable is also VESA certified, so you know it meets the high industry standards for performance and reliability. And if you set up currently using DisplayPort 1.4, don't worry, it's fully backward compatible and you still good to go. What stood out to me is the aluminum alloy shell braiding. It is way more durable than regular nylon. That's a big win if you have pets, or if you like me and constantly shifting your setup around. Here's a comparison with a regular nylon cable. You can actually leave a mark on it with just your fingernail, but not a scratch on the Silkland cable. You can really tell it's built to last. It even held 10 pounds with no problem. I also like that despite how tough it is, it's still super flexible. It makes full 180 degrees with no problem, so you won't have any issues with cable management. I picked out the 6.6 feet version, but they have a bunch of length options depending on your space or desk layout. If you are upgrading your display or future-proofing your setup, Silkland is seriously worth checking out. Solid quality, future-ready speeds, and just reliable all around. Check out the link in the description to learn more and grab one for yourself. 1440p aka 2K monitors became really accessible in the past 6 months. You can even find them cheaper than 1080p monitors. I came across this Arzopa 27-inch monitor, which is very attractive deal, and they agreed to send it for review. Inside you have a manual, a monitor stand pieces, power cord with the adapter, display cable, and the monitor itself. The monitor has a pretty nice modern appeal. We have a thin bezels here, some gaming curves on the back, and here you also have the power button, which is also OSD control stick. From the port we have a power port, HDMI, display, Type-C, and audio jack. Really cool that they added Type-C, it definitely stands out for that. And it also have Kensington lock on the side. Let me know if you use one in the comments. The monitor stand assembles pretty easily and it allows you to adjust the tilt. It is a very basic stand overall, but on the back monitor has a standard mounting for the monitor arm as well. Although it has this curve right in the center, which is really strange. I think it might be a problem for some monitor arms. Anyway, I connected the monitor to my PC, check out the video about it by the way, so let's see what the 1440p is all about. Right away the picture is very blurry. First thing you do when you update the monitor is check display settings. As you can see it is set to 1080p and the refresh rate is not even adjustable. Let me install the GPU drivers, which is in my case Nvidia, and after the update the resolution is set to 1440p with 180Hz refresh rate. Right off the bat the sharpness is great, but everything is very tiny. 100% scale definitely feels unusual here. After checking online, I see that a lot of people using it with 100%. It definitely feels unusual for me, coming from 1080p monitor, but I think 125% scale would be more friendly for now. I tested the monitor for colors. It is IPS panel, so it looks pretty nice. Let's check what we have in OSD. If you pull the stick down, you get quick access to the brightness, which I really like. You can quickly adjust brightness at night. Next we have an input source and the settings menu. I decided to install a monitor on the monitor arm to get the height adjustment, and as I thought the curve is a problem. Luckily I have a lot of spare parts from all the monitor arms I bought before, so I fixed it with the extra long screws and spacers. It would have been nice if some special bracket for the monitor was included. Anyway, I used the monitor for a bit and tested response time. The monitor is 180Hz, so the picture is very smooth. I can't see any ghosting with the bare eye. I can say that I really like the extra sharpness, especially when reading. And speaking of the scale, I can see myself getting used to 100% scale. It does give you a lot more space on the screen. It is super useful for editing and multitasking. What I didn't realized about 1440p monitor is how bad it looks in 1080p. As I understand, if you set 1080p in Windows settings, it renders 1080p and scales it to 1440p, which results in very blurry picture. I'm very curious how it would look in gaming, so let's check some games, and later I also want to compare it to my 1080p monitor. This is my 27-inch 144Hz 1080p monitor that I got off Amazon in 2021. You can see it has a lot of wear, but it served me well well and still works. I really like the stand here, it is very adjustable and you can even use the monitor in portrait mode. Let's start with Apex Legends. On the 1080p monitor, I was getting stable high FPS, around 160 most of the time with a good frame time. Everything feels smooth and responsive. I've been used to this for a long time, so it feels very solid. But when I switched to 1440p monitor, right away I noticed how much more detail was on screen. You can see targets from further away and textures just look sharper. The game definitely feels more immersive. My FPS dropped a bit, it still stays at around 140. By the way, I'm using competitive settings, which are textures on high, in my case 8GB VRAM, and the effects on low. I also use anti-aliasing because I think the game looks a lot better with it. Let's check lighter game, Valorant. The clarity boost on 1440p monitor was very noticeable. One thing I had to adjust to was the mouse sensitivity. Since the resolution is higher on 1440p, it kind of feels that your crosshair is moving slower across the screen. Technically though, mouse sensitivity is independent of resolution. So when you switch from 1080p to 1440p monitor, the sensitivity is the same, but it still feels different, so I had to bump it up a bit in game settings. Overall, in both games, 1440p looks better and helps with long range visibility, but 1080p still gives you slightly more FPS if you're really trying to push for max frames. For most people with decent GPU, 1440p feels like a sweet spot between performance and visuals. By decent GPU for 1440p, I would say it's a minimum RTX 3060 from Nvidia or RX 6700 from AMD. I am here using RTX 3050 with 8GB of RAM and it works fine. I don't think you should limit yourself from 1440p based on the GPU. Even with a low budget 1080p GPUs like GTX 1650, you can still get 1440p resolution in Windows, so all your work, web browsing and movies will be in 1440p. And in games you can set resolution to 1080p and still get the same performance you get on 1080p monitor, although the picture quality will be a little bit blurry, since the game renders 1080p and stretches it to 1440p. I tried it, you can still game on it, and you actually get used to it after some time. If you are buying 1440p monitor mostly for work, that's a good solution. I also tested Days Gone Remastered on both monitors, and here's where the difference really stood out. Unlike Valorant and Apex, Days Gone is more cinematic, so resolution and image quality play a bigger role. On 1080p monitor, the game still looks good. I can see some details and overall it is a smooth experience. Nothing really to complain about, especially if you are used to playing on 1080p. But when I switched to the 1440p monitor, it was honestly a big step up. The extra resolution really brings out the texture details. Models and the lighting effects all look sharper. Trees, grass, faraway objects don't look as soft or blurred out, although performance definitely took a hit. When you switch to 1440p, you usually lose around 30% of FPS compared to 1080p resolution. For the slow-paced game like Days Gone, I don't think you need 144 FPS anyway. For me personally, smooth 45 FPS in single-player game feels playable. I would say if your GPU can handle it, 1440p is the better choice overall. It balances visual quality and performance perfectly. If you can snatch a 1440p monitor on sale, it is definitely worth it. But if you are on a tighter budget or play mainly esport titles, 1080p still holds up, especially on smaller screens like 24 or 25 inches. Let me know what you think about it, it is definitely feels nice to finally try 1440p monitor. Check out the links in the description and I'll see you in the next video.